So today I have a project to do, and I have a new cameraman. He's a Chinese gentleman called Yuan from China. He works at the Royal College of Art. He's a student, postgraduate student, and he's come to visit the nursery, and he's come to learn a little about the bonsai art. Because it is Chinese art, so I'm very pleased to show him Chinese art. Now this big Chinese elm, again Chinese elm, from China, it has come to me for trimming, and it probably has not been trimmed for about 5 years. Look at it, it's so big and lost the shape. This is not what we call bonsai. So what do I do with a tree like this? It is like having a haircut. Can you imagine if you have not been to the hairdressers for about 5 years? Can you imagine how unruly your hair would be? So this is exactly the same sort of situation. Already there are a lot of branches which are dying because you cannot get light into the structure. So it's very important to get light into the tree. If light cannot go into the tree, then the branch will die. So for a start, it is too big. So what I do, I will cut it back. I will cut it back to quite severely. I will keep the shape, but it will be reduced a lot. I'm going to cut half of it so that you can see the difference between one half and the other half. I can just imagine a man with a big beard and long hair that has not been trimmed for 5 years. I've seen some pictures of people who have not had their hair cut for 25 years. So you can imagine what a mess that would be. So I'm faced with the same situation here. So if this tree was left indefinitely, it would topple over because it will become too top heavy. Let me revert to the front. And you can see what I'm trying to do. This tree is going to be reduced like that. It's too top heavy. The proportion is wrong. So let me continue. I will still maintain the dome shape like this, but on a much smaller scale. In fact, I will do half the tree. Let us do half the tree and see what it would look like if I just do half the tree. I won't do the other half. Now I have a lot of critics. In any field or any game, you will always get critics. People will say that Peter Chan doesn't know what he's doing. What he's doing is old-fashioned and old. But I do it my way. I don't care what other people say. I do what works for me. And if you feel that you're doing things that work for you, then there is no need to change it. As I've always said, there's no right, no wrong way. There's just a different way. Different people have different approaches to doing bonsai. I'm trying to use different tools, different scissors, because different scissors or different tool has a different feel as well. If the stems are too thick, I will then use secateurs, but generally scissors are enough. So I would say I'm reducing the tree generally by about 20%. 1/5 of the growth is going to come off. Look at the amount I've taken off already. Look at all this. And that's only from about a quarter of the tree. So more has to come off. So what we call tidying up. I'm just doing a tidying up exercise. This is just the rough work, and then when I'm satisfied with what I've done, as rough work. I will then go in and do the refining work. There are quite a few dead branches. If branches are dead, they will have to come off. There's no point keeping dead branches. So, as I said, because the tree is not getting sufficient light, you will get dead branches. And if it was kept for even longer, you will get more dead branches. So this thing is done not just for cosmetic reasons, it's also done for the health of the tree. Elm wood is very, very hard. In China, the elm wood is used for making castle doors, doors of rich people's houses, because it's such a hard wood. And Cantonese, the Chinese elm, I think is called Yusi. I will give my friend the Chinese calligraphy and he can translate it for me to see what it actually should be pronounced as. So you can see how I've trimmed it like that, hard like that. That's half the tree. The other half has not been trimmed. Another dead branch, quite a few dead branches. Because the elm wood is so hard, I may even need to use my big lopper to get it off. That's completely dead. See, that is dead, that is dead. Quite a few dead. In fact, I should have brought my mini chainsaw with me. Anyway, get that. That's dead. With deciduous trees, we don't make driftwood like dead wood and gins, so there's no point keeping this. So much dead. So that is also dead. Tree not getting light, and they will die. Oh! So I haven't yet got into the structure of the tree. I will need to go to the structure because at the moment it's just a bush. I'm taking out crossing branches. And if I can, I'm going to try to create some space between the different levels of branches. So you can see the difference between the left side and the right hand side. That is the shape of the tree I want to create. More space, and then all this jungle is going to come off. So I have this vision in my mind, the exact shape I want to create, but I have a feel for it. It's by what you call instinct almost that I'm pruning. I think these are the best tools to use. I've seen quite a few other people, when they cut branches, they're forever using a branch cutter or wen cutter. Can you imagine using a branch cutter or wen cutter to cut each and every twig? That would take you forever. So the secateurs is the best tool by far. But as I say, whatever works for you, just use. My poor cameraman is dumbfounded. You enjoy what you do? Everyone is talking about artificial intelligence these days. I suppose if I programmed it, I could be doing this tree by artificial intelligence. Get a machine to prune it. You never know. This is a fast changing world. This tree has got a lot of movements. You see how it's moving from this side, that side, and it's one of those trees that is nice from both sides. Even this is a very nice side. The owner always used the other side as the front, but I reckon this is a better side. The number of times I've seen people who buy these trees and they don't know what to do with it, and the tree unfortunately loses its shape completely. It's a real shame. It's a badly crossing branch here. It shouldn't be going that side, it should be coming this side. The elm wood is so hard, even a 1/4 inch piece of wood is almost impossible to cut with secateurs. cut with a branch cutter because even the Felco cannot cope. So many dead branches. Notice I have to keep checking to see which branch is live and which is dead. There is a lot of dead twigs in here. What a tangle of branches. Absolute mess. See, they've just trimmed the outline, and as a result the branches have gone inwards, strangling each other. Should never been allowed to get into the state. If you remember what the tree started off like, I hope you will see that there is a very marked and distinct change. So I'm still creating a dome-shaped crown, but making it look much lighter in appearance. Light appearance, not heavy. Not heavy or dense. Now this pad has not been pruned yet. Let's work on this. So flat like that. So as you can see, look at the amount I've trimmed to get to this shape. And you must admit, this is looking smarter. It's like having been to the hairdressers after 5 years or 50 years, whatever. And this hopefully has smartened the tree up. I will look at the roots as well to see if it needs repotting. And because Chinese elms are quite tough, I will probably do the repotting as well, but the trimming is the main thing. So that is the tree reshaped and given more of the original character, restored the character of the tree. So it's just judicious pruning. I could create some levels in the pads, but I think the crown looks quite nice even without that, so I wouldn't bother too much. The main thing is to create light into the structure, but this I think is enough for now. Notice I wear a left-hand glove in case the secateurs cut my finger. One of the hazards of our game. There's still a bit of congestion there. So this tree can be viewed this side or that side, but as I say, for my money, I would prefer this side as the viewing side, but it can be used either side. So there you go. Yuan from the Royal College of Art, and he's from China, and he's trying to learn something from me about bonsai. Not that I can teach him anything. He is an MA student in art from the Royal College of Art. So what greater place to learn than here? So can you say something?
Yeah, hello everyone, my name is Zheng Yuan. I'm from the RCA and from China. It's today really lucky here. Yeah.
And you got some rhubarb.
Yeah, the organic
rhubarb. Organic rhubarb. Okay, thank you.
程耀广
Meaning what?
means the show your passion in this world. 耀 means the show your passion.
Okay.
广 means more wild in your life.
More wild or more open?
More open.
Okay.
And wild.
Okay, show
Yeah.
your passion.
Yes, show your
openly. Okay, thank you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye bye
you,
everyone.
Yuan. Yeah.